So one of my SaaS is Whatchimp, which is our official WhatsApp marketing platform. We are a verified Meta business partners, and the platform allows you to send bulk messages on WhatsApp using the official API, of course. And the second platform that I'm currently working on is growtoolkit.io. It's a B2B prospecting platform that helps you find anyone's email and phone number, whether they are on LinkedIn or any other, social media platform. This is, you can say a competitor to platforms like Apollo or ZoomInfo. And how we differentiate is that we offer better, higher quality data at a much affordable price as compared to some of the names that you might have already heard of, Apollo and ZoomInfo. So yeah, these are the two businesses that I'm currently pursuing right now, and hoping to start a few more SaaS in the future.
Cool. I would like to know. Yeah. Uh, Being a SaaS founder myself, the data that we reach out for, sales is very crucial. We spend a lot of money on segregating data of our targeted users. So as you say that you are competing with Apollo, which is like globally has captured the market of providing the data.
Yeah.
So how do you guys are competing with it in terms of efficient data, which is because it has been existing in the market for a decade for now.
Yeah, that's true. And I think they are also one of the reason why we even thought about getting into the market, because you know these players like Apollo, Lucia, Snow.io have already created a demand in the market. The total addressable market for a product like this is huge. Like
Yeah,
if you look at Apollo, Lucia, these are all like $1 billion company, and they are coexisting together.
yeah,
So first of all, I really liked that market, that that if I get into this, I'll have a space in the market. I can coexist with these guys as well at the same time. Now, coming to the data point, I think we've been working on this from last 3 years, and this year is going to be a final launch. We have been selling data from a very long time, because I told you, right, the very first um, company, the very first product that I started was the Instagram email scraper, where we were scraping emails from Instagram. And then we
right.
pivoted into something else where we are getting B2B data instead of personal emails from Instagram. So we've been in the space from last 5 years, and we've been selling data to some of the biggest companies. Our customer has been Sequoia Capital, some of the employees from Google and Amazon as well, when it comes to selling the data. And by this time, I think we've procured really high quality emails and phone number. Plus, we've also built some internal tools that allow us to verify the emails, not only verify the emails, but also get through the catch-all emails. Example, there are companies like Uber and Google. These companies usually have a catch-all enabled in their domain, which companies like Apollo are not able to really verify whether the email exists or not. But we built technologies that can also give you 100% guarantee whether someone at Uber, let's say, have this email called john at the uber.com, whether this email really exists or not, whether you can be 100% confident about it or not. So that's the kind of confidence we are able to give on top of Apollo, and that's going to be our GTM and the USP when we're trying to compete with players like Apollo. So pricing is one thing. Like I said, we are going to offer, of course, because we are new in the market, we're going to offer a really very competitive pricing. But I think the data quality is also a big reason why people would be looking for switching from Apollo to our platform.
Right. So when we have been using for cold, I've been running for my own marketing agency for the last 5 years. So when
Okay.
I've been trying to get data to reach out to through cold mails, uh,
Hmm.
even though I scrape a lot of data from Apollo, I wouldn't see that enrichment happening or for the data they provide as well.
Hmm.
So how is that, how are you going to solve that particular issue? Is that you are providing only data that is very, enriched and clear, or how is that?
Yeah. So two things. One is we um, get you the data on real time. That's one of our USP. For example, if you're trying to unlock Abhishek's profile, so if Abhishek has recently changed his job or job title, we're going to make sure that we get the exact real time data about Abhishek. And
Right.
number two is we're going to ensure that the email that we provide you is coming from the companies that Abhishek is currently working on. Not the one, like if Abhishek has worked at Google, we're not going to throw you such emails. And we are going to guarantee you that, when we give you the best email, we are going to guarantee you that this best email is 100% reachable and 100% valid, as compared to, when you do it with Apollo, you have to extract the email and then take it to a email verification software, clean the email. Like, there is an additional cost. You're not 100% sure when you're getting the email from Apollo whether it'll land in the inbox or not. So we are taking out that process completely and giving you the best email that you can, that's just ready to like import in your cold email software and start your email campaign.
And are you guys doing the mobile numbers as well?
Yes, we do have very good coverage of phone number as well. And we are pretty confident because
Glo-
the sources of data are like very high quality.
Globally, you mean?
Globally, yes, that's correct. So some of our
Nice.
data vendors also include ZoomInfo.
Oh, cool.
So, I mean, ZoomInfo, if you go individually try to get the phone number from companies like ZoomInfo, it's going to be very, very expensive. But since we've been doing this from a very long time, we've been selling the data to a lot of companies. The economy of scale allowed us to give such high quality premium phone numbers at a very affordable price with growthtoolkit.io.
Nice. I was telling that I think I'll be your first user once you launch, because we are launching the next week, and I'll tell you my niche as well. We are
Okay.
building a performance marketing tool. It is a revenue leak detector for
Uh-huh.
D2C brands and e-commerce businesses. And also another feature we have added in is an AI citation engine, where it will help businesses to cite in AI search engines. So
Got it.
our TAM would be mostly all businesses globally for the AI citation engine, but for revenue leak detection engine, it would be D2C and
What do you
e-commerce
mean
brands.
by revenue leak?
Yeah, so revenue leak detection. I'll take you deep into that. See, when you spend on Meta and Google ad as a D2C brand, okay, you
Uh-huh.
see, let's say a brand spent $1,000 on a campaign, and he runs and he generates a revenue of let's say 3x ROAS, that is $3,000 out of it. Okay, he
Uh-huh.
seems
Uh-huh.
that he's doing good at it,
Uh-huh.
but that is not the efficiency that you can generate out of a general campaign. There
Okay.
are, in when you go deep into the campaign, there are n number of revenue, algorithm leaks, which has been there in terms of targeting, in terms of anything, location, age,
So how is your
you know
platform like solving the problem?
right. So we have took a base of comparing all the competitors in that particular industry. When let's say you're a jewelry brand, how are all
Uh-huh.
other competitors are doing good in that particular industry with an ad campaign? How are they
Mm-hmm.
targeting that particular need with the creative, let's say, we call it as creative intelligence, where it differs to creative. If it's
Okay.
creative drawback, if it's location drawback, if it's age factor drawback, if it's, there are a number of things you target, I think you might know. So,
Got it.
and these keeps changing. This keep changing. It is not a one day task where set it up and it will make it. You make it run. There is no
So does
automation
it
for this.
provide the intelligence to us, or it also does the work? It also like
It
automates.
goes and set up, fixes the issue.
Oh wow, this is cool. So it's not only just like chatting with the data, but also uh, 24 by 7, someone is taking care of the ads as
Yeah,
well at the same time. This is
automation.
very cool.
Our performance marketer. If you are a
Got it.
performance marketer and you're handling 10 D2C brands, you give better efficiency to all your clients. So
Got it. It's
yeah,
like having a 24 by 7 AI agent sitting and monitoring, the
yeah, yeah,
leaks and fixing them as we go. Got it.
exactly,
Very interesting.
exactly.
I
We
mean,
can.
all the best for your launch. Like this sounds very interesting.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
the product is proven in the market, but yet there is a lot of awareness in the market. There is a one
Hmm.
of our competitor called Triple Whale. He has already hit 100 million revenue.
Interesting. Is
Uh,
Hyros also your competitor?
yes, a bit, not all the features, but a little bit.
Got it.
There's
So you must
market.
be also having like a server side tracking to
Yeah,
as
yeah,
part of the GTM, right?
yeah, yeah,
Got it. Got it.
yeah.
I think I also come across. I've also spoke to the founder of this guy, Mad Gigs.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Israeli guy.
Yuan. His name is you. I don't remember his name, but yeah, these
Yeah,
guys
he's
are
a
doing quite well.
yeah.
The last time I spoke to them, they told me that they were doing close to $6 million ARR. So, and they've also raised funding from SF.
20
So
million.
yeah, it's a very interesting market. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's an emerging market. It's a growing market. If I target only India as that as a market, I would
Hmm.
see in the last 6 months I have seen 2,000 D2C brands launched by Gen Zs itself, and they are all
Yeah,
running the
that's
campaigns
true.
on their own.
That's true. That's true. But how do you think that a product like this is going to compete when Meta is also launching Manus AI, and Meta is also trying to give AI in the hands of small business owners?
Right. See, Manus, when you use Manus is not
Hmm.
regularly, automating your campaigns. It is just giving you the
Hmm.
suggestions,
Hmm.
right? Even Meta AI just tells you you can do this, but it is not
Hmm.
going to do it for you
It
24
does
by
not
7.
do the job. It only gives you the intelligence, but you have to
Exactly.
take the actions. Got it.
ChatGPT tells you that, tells you that, Perplexity tells you
Hmm.
what you can do. But who is going to set up and fix it and regularly optimize it?
Got it. So real proposition is not the intelligence, it's the intelligence that comes with the automation.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Got it.
also the intelligence is layered upon all these, intelligence platform. So we are
Got it.
refining the value of intelligence in that perspective as well.
Got it. Yeah. This sounds very interesting.
Yeah. So I would need the data from you,
Sure.
of the D2C brands globally,
Sure. I think we do have like good chunk of, because I know one of the biggest performance marketer in India is also using growtoolkit.io, and he told me, I would not name him. Like I know a couple of them who are using growtoolkit.io, and he told me that he was able to find the contact details of the D2C founders that are sitting in India. In fact, he was approaching some of the Shark Tank founders as well. So, Grow Toolkit very accurately gets their phone number and email ID.
sounds, I mean, sounds
Yeah,
really great, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Coming to your bootstrapping journey, as bootstrapping your tools and taking them to a $1 million revenue. How
Hmm.
did you, manage the distribution strategy at this current, times where brands with $1 million of fundings, where
Hmm.
I'm also in the same space. They splurge cash on marketing, and they'll be available for a lot of their users. I mean, they are exposed to a lot of users. Whereas us,
Yeah,
we with bootstrap funds, we try to
yeah,
cold mail and cold DMs and improve the
yeah,
distribution strategy. Can you give us an insight as
yeah.
a startup founder who's trying to build a bootstrap SaaS?
Yeah. And I think first of all, it's a scary place to be in as a bootstrap founder because you have a limited budget. But I'll tell you, when I started in 2019, I started with SEO instead of paid ads, and
Yeah,
that worked beautifully for me because the very first thing I tried a lot of things, by the way. So my first product that I told you was an Instagram email scraper, and I first thought, hey, why not I reach out to people on Instagram and ask if they would be interested in something like this. So I DM'd like 200 people, and it didn't work. Then I started scraping everyone's email from Instagram itself. But that time I was quite amateur to know who would be my target audience. So I just went to like hashtag digital marketer and then just scraped everyone who was posting content on that hashtag. And I started cold emailing, and I got like one or two customers from there. But I felt like, the effort to reward ratio was not so good, because back then I was selling a lifetime deal instead of a monthly subscription. And the amount of effort that I was putting and the, revenue that I was doing was not good. So I thought I need to figure out a way to reach more people. And that's when I myself went ahead and searched, hey, is anybody even looking for a Instagram email scraper on Google? And if they search for it, what would come on Google? And then I found that there was a Quora article ranking back then.
Mhm.
So what I did is I went to that Quora question, and I wrote, I planted my, answer that, my software name, and it's the best Instagram email scraper. And the very next day, I got two sales. I was just getting started, so I got two new sales, and I was very surprised at how did it come, because I was not even doing cold email. And then I realized that my Quora article had some views. So I did realize that, okay, this is something interesting. This is kind of a funnel. I was quite amateur to understand that this is called as SEO. But uh, yeah, I thought, you know what, let's just plant as many answers as possible on Quora. And I found scrape like every single question that was there on Instagram email scraper. And I went ahead and planted my you know website with like multiple answers. So anyone who's going to the first answer, then the second, third, fourth, they'll find the top three recommendation as my own product. And the second advantage that I had also was, it was a very niche product. There was only one competitor back then, which was like coming from 2012, I would say. So it was a very old software. Mine was like 10x better than that. And, I found a good niche. I found a good place to market. And I think I took it to close to $10,000 in MRR in just 5 to 6 months, just doing that, just planting reviews on Quora. And yes, I wrote a few articles as well on how to extract emails from Instagram. That was my article. And even that, because Quora was referring to my software, even those articles also started ranking because of that. Like SEO does, I mean, Google does favor you when you're getting traffic on that given keyword, even if it's coming from Quora. So
Right.
yeah, like I think back then I become like the number one Instagram email scraper because of the SEO that I did. And I think it still works, not with Quora, but now there is Reddit and LinkedIn. People call it something else. I don't know, some para SEO kind of a thing. The term has changed, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think this strategy still works. It's quite interesting, and one who's just getting started, definitely go to Reddit community, find such questions, and plant their answers. It's very difficult. It's become very difficult to do it on Reddit, but it still works.
I know. I know. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of techies when they're launching SaaS, everybody, as you said, Quora was doing good at that point of time. Now everybody has
yeah,
shifted to Reddit, and
Reddit. Yeah,
even if I try to give a genuine answer, Reddit is not taking it right now.
yeah, that's true.
It
Yeah,
yeah, it's deleting with its own moderation.
but that's
Yeah,
something for the people to figure out, because if everyone knows the game, then it becomes again a place where people would not take a recommendation from. So if it's difficult to get your answer up on the top, it's better. So,
yeah,
if, and there is a scope. I gave you the hope that, if you do something like this, you can take your SaaS to even $10,000 in MRR. I took it myself to $10,000 in MRR just doing this. I had no like ad budget on paid ads. And I back then though I was like, I just graduated out of my college, right? So I had no marketing experience as well. Now people call it SEO, the fancy terms which are there. I did study, like post that I did study, you know, there's a college called IID, Indian Institute of Digital Education. I studied digital marketing. I did my post graduation from there. But prior to that, I've been doing all of this, and I didn't know that these are the things which are called SEO. So I think people need to think about the marketing from a lens of a noob just like me. How would someone organically find my product, right? And not like try getting so deeper into, this is X kind of SEO. This is the strategy of SEO. Just get started with the basic thing. Where are people finding you? And just plant yourself. And it's going to be 100% going to be difficult. But if it's difficult, it's good for you because
Correct.
the competition is going to be less over there. So Quora is where I started, but my product back then, since it ranked on Quora and it was a very niche product. There is this guy named Daniel Fazio.
Okay.
He currently runs a coaching program, I think Client Ascension. But back then he was like a OG cold email guy. I think everybody who talks about cold email today have is actually a student of this guy or student of the student of this guy. So he's the guy who actually made cold email very, very popular. And he, reached out to me in 2019 or 2020, and he said that, hey, I want to become the affiliate partner of your product. He became a affiliate partner of my Instagram email scraper, and he planted my my product in his course. He talked about it. So I think that also become a game changer for us because um, I think in a very short span of time, in a year itself, we've been able to grow like really, really fast because of him promoting the thing in his course. And his course also become one of the most popular cold email course. In fact, the course also got pirated. People were like downloading it from all over the place, and they got to know about Grow Me Organic from there. So yeah, this is how I mean, if someone is just getting started, I think the two strategies as a bootstrap founder which I can recommend is, can you find someone who's already running a successful course and you can partner with it, maybe give him equity. If you can afford to pay for the affiliate commission, good for you. But if not, then maybe do a equity share or something like that. Someone who already has an expertise in your space, and you go ahead and partner with them. This is going to give you a massive distribution. And even these guys are looking for people like you who wants to they want to build their own SaaS because they are tired of recommending someone else and giving the revenue to someone else. So if they get a piece of your software, they get a equity in your software, they would be like highly motivated to talk about you in their courses. So one deal with a successful creator, or you going ahead and planting your answers on platforms like Reddit is the secret sauce, I would say, in 2026 for a bootstrap founder who's getting started.
Understood. Secret sauce. Have you heard about this venture capital firm called Secret Sauce.vc?
I think I've heard it, but not like digged very deeper into it.
They invest into D2C brands itself.
Got it.
So that's
Got
how
it.
I'm talking about them. I think in your story, Anand, I found that your product itself, so sold itself rather than you selling it before. It was that
Correct.
good when just like one guy. It is word of mouth. Word of mouth never
Correct.
goes. So I feel, yeah. You were saying?
It was not it was not, I wouldn't say it was a good product. I would say there was nothing like that back then. Like it
Okay.
was so novel, people were searching for it, and I would clearly define this as a micro SaaS. So
Hmm.
it solves only one problem, and there's nothing like that which existed. There was one product which was like uh, which was created back in 2015 or 2014, very old software. So it become like very, very easy for me to uh, compete with them. But also a reality check here is that what I was doing was not 100% ethical. Like ethical in terms of I am scraping data from Instagram, right? So Instagram, it goes against the terms and services of Instagram. And Instagram hired one of the best lawyer to send me a legal notice
Hmm.
after running this for like 1.5 years, and I have to like shut it down completely. So my revenue from like I think till then I reached like 15 16 thousand dollars in Amaran, and it went straight to zero in a single day because I got a notice that says cease and desist.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
And there's no legal way that we can, I mean, could have,
There is
followed.
no way. I mean, see, this the area of scraping data falls under the gray area, but Instagram, even if you think that you are right, you cannot fight with a company like Meta who have like unlimited funds to just sue you, just
Hmm.
make you come to the law court and present yourself. So I said I will lose all my money just fighting the battle with them. But I know someone. I have a friend of mine whom I don't want to name, but he's doing quite well. And Instagram sued them, but they continued battling with them in the space, and now they are very successful in the same space.
Cool.
They've changed the twisted the business model a bit. I can't
Yeah.
name them publicly, but they're doing like very very well. And this advantage that they had was only because of the country that they live in, because the country where they live does not have a Meta headquarter, so it
Hmm.
becomes very difficult for Meta to really take them down.
Sounds interesting. Is it Bangladesh?
No, it's not. It's a European country. Yeah.
Right, right. So as a SaaS founder, see this I've been into I mean, as I said, I was running a service-based industry before. I was into a
Hmm.
product, F&B, FMCG brand before. So
Hmm.
this is my first SaaS entrepreneurship as a entrepreneur. So for me, coming as you have known the industry for so long and
Hmm.
you know the product now as well, so what would be the challenges for me when I
Hmm.
enter into the market? How do I compete with competitors who are already doing good in the market? How do I capture their market share from them, and how do I create my own market share in the market?
I think the first challenge for you is going to be finding the product market fit. Because when we look at a product, let's say we look at Mad Gigs, some of your competitors, let's say, right? When we look at them, we think that, this is the pricing, this is the feature they are offering, this is all I have to recreate to do the same kind of business as they're doing. But secretly, like their secret sauce is that they found the perfect fit of the ideal customers, right,
Hmm.
who are spending money, let's say, on paid ads and struggling with the problem that you're trying to solve. And then the price point that Mad Geeks is offering or some of your competitors is offering. So if you find a perfect combination of that, it becomes extremely easy for you to convince the user. For example, if I go to a company who is a very like a tech savvy company, right, a tech savvy SaaS company, and I try convincing them that you use my ad thing, the ad automation thing, I think it is going to be very difficult to do that, right? But like you mentioned, the Gen Z founders, right, who are
Yeah.
starting a D2C business, I think if we can present the whole system as a fancy like D2C ROAS booster kind of a thing, I think it will be a game changer. But then you also have to figure out a pricing, because you have to understand that how much these guys are really paying. Do they hire a marketing agency or do they do it on their own? And
Yeah.
if I give them the product, can they immediately get started without someone getting on a call and training them how to do this? Like, can the onboarding be so fast for specifically this first target audience that I'm, looking to target? Can they just get on a platform and not think like, it's a rocket science for me? It should be
Hmm.
stupid simple for them. When I say stupid simple, uh, for example, if you're asking them that, tell me about your brand, right? Do not ask them to feed about their brand manually one by one. Now that we are living in the era of AI, say that, hey, you know what? You provide your website, and I will scan the DNA of your brand, right? I'll get all the pictures, I'll get all the products, I'll get all the logos, headlines, etc., etc., and I'll present it to you, and you tell me, do you like it, right? And if you like it, then go ahead and make any changes, like wherever you think, I made a mistake in getting all the information. And then you move next, and then you help them with, whatever they need help with. But what I'm trying to say is that in the current era, in 2026, people, when they are using technology, should not feel that they need help from someone to use this technology.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
understood. I
So,
mean, very
yeah.
good insight that you have given. It should be as easy as possible that a first time founder should come, link his website, and go ahead running with the ads and get the performance done from day one.
Correct. So it is all about how faster you can give them their first aha moment. I think I have used MadGeeks for some time, and I think they were pretty good at giving the aha moment really, really fast.
Hmm.
And I'll tell you how. They said that your ad comments are very spammy, right? There are lots of spammy comments. So let's just get started with just deleting all of the comments. And they had like some automation on deleting the ad comments. So they said that, let's just start with deleting all of the ad comment and your percentage. So they have like a percentage kind of system, right? The percentage will move from 50% to 70%, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know in terms of the value how much valuable this was for me, but that whole gamification for me, that I could see that, okay, as I'm making the next step, as I'm progressing towards the next step, I am getting some value out of it. My ads are getting better, right? So the feeling of the human, that I'm making some progress with this tool, is also something you should definitely consider. Because as a SaaS company, you can do a lot of stuff in the back end, but if a user doesn't realize that they're actually making progress, they are not going to move forward with it, or they're going to feel that, okay, this is bit gimmicky, I don't know whether it works or not. So
Yeah.
the presentation is like very, very important, I feel.
Yeah, we would have that only time in the 7 day free trial that we can
Hmm.
show what we can do for them. Is
Yeah,
my
I think not even
yeah.
7 days. I think you have the first 15 minutes, and the user will make a decision in the first 15 minutes
I'll tell you
itself.
something. So for that, we have built a dashboard that as
Hmm.
soon as they connect their, backend Meta Ad Manager to us, we would
Uh-huh.
give them a report
Uh-huh.
of what's going wrong in their campaigns,
Got it.
in the revenue leak. I
Got it.
can't show you the screen right now, but I'll definitely show you what is it, how does it work. If you're losing $1,000 revenue, it will be showing up. Your revenue leakage is
Yeah.
$1,000, and
And that should, like, whatever data that you're showing, that should hit hard. Like
yeah, obviously,
the user, for example, if you're showing number that you're losing $1,000 in revenue, right? That should not come in black color, should come
no,
in
no, right?
red danger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
See
hey,
the dashboard and you'll get it.
okay, if you're
Yes.
doing this, I think, yeah, this is a very good strategy for onboarding a user, making them feel that, hey, how much you're losing right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel very confident when when you are validating the system which we are trying to build.
Yeah, I've not seen your system, but I think if you already done this, it's
Yeah.
a very cool thing.
Right. So, uh, so tell me about your closing the discussion. Tell me about your founder journey as a founder. What
Mhm.
challenges you have faced, and as a first-time founder who is getting into it, how his mindset should be to take this forward for the next decade.
Okay. So, as a founder, like I said, I've been doing this from last 5 years, and I've tried multiple SaaS, killed many of them. I, you know, had a vision for myself that I do want to build a bootstrap profitable business that can become a legacy business for me. Although this sounds very difficult in the era of AI, let's see how long we can sustain being in the SaaS business. But anyways, I still have a lot of confidence in SaaS. Uh,
You are a solopreneur,
my
all your people.
I I started as a solopreneur, but now I have a team.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like right now I have a team of 30 people.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. Do you have co-founders or you're just the founder and there's a team under you?
So for the last 3 years I have been a solo founder, but then I brought my brother, like my real brother, as a CTO for the company because I wanted to really get out of the tech side of it. And my brother, he was a founding engineer in a fintech company in Bangalore, and he quit his job to like join me full time. So now he take care of the product in and out. Yeah. But for if you talk about the challenges that I've faced is, when you start hiring people, you also have the responsibility to take care of the other guys as well. Um, and I've and there has been, I think last 2 years itself, 2025, the end of 2024 and the starting of 2025 has been that year, which was like very very difficult for me because I kind of felt very clueless. I had so many SaaS products and none of them were doing very good. So I took a decision that, hey, I will kill some of my SaaS because I am spread too thin with so many. I mean, right now you see only two products, but I had like
Hmm.
tens of SaaS products, right? And I thought, this is shiny, like everything I wanted to try, right? But I realized that focus is very important because focus give you that compounding effect, right? Now in the era of AI, when everybody is able to build a SaaS, the only difference between you and them is that how deeper you have gone in your product to understand the entire journey. And it's not just the product, it's the marketing, sales, copywriting, support. I've gone like very deeper into all of the areas. So people who are starting new products and spread too thin, um, become very for them it will become very difficult to compete with you if you are someone who have spent like a good amount of time on a single product. So I went all in for Whatchimp. I spent a good amount of time. I said, you know what, forget everything. I think Whatchimp has a good TAM,
Hmm.
and I went all in. Took maybe like 200, 300, 100 demo calls myself back then. Um, I understood all of the problem that people had, and you have to be open to listen to the challenges and not give them an excuse, right? They don't care about, like, first of all, nobody who have come on your platform is going to tell you that, hey, this is missing, that's why I'm not using the platform. So if someone is willing to get on a call and give you a feedback, you better note it down instead of complaining, I don't have this because so and so. No, I will have it. I will get it fixed in the future. And it is not just limited to your product. It's going to be about your support, that, hey, your availability of support is not good. Your, XYZ is not so great, right? Your document, someone pointed out that, hey, your documentation of Whatchimp is not so great. I recently rewrote the entire documentation for Whatchimp myself using AI. So every single reason that a customer has given me, that is the reason why I canceled your subscription, or why would not like to move forward. I think I went ahead and I fixed them, keeping in mind that our TG is clear. Like, you said that I first want to work with these set of people, but if you're getting feedback from someone who's not at all your TG, you can completely disregard it.
Yeah.
But if someone is your TG, you can go very deeper in understanding all of the challenges and solve all of the problems. So I started focusing on this last year. Watching even in fact started as a side project itself last year, and we have grown Watchimp alone in last 1 year from zero to 2,000 active paying customer and an MRR of $1 million. Like this month itself, uh, Whatchimp alone hits MRR of, oh sorry, ARR of $1 million. Um, uh, I mentioned that all of my SaaS products combined used to do $1 million in ARR, but this month itself it has surpassed, and single-handedly Whatchimp has hit $1 million in ARR, and we have customers from 150 plus countries right now, because we've been able to take the problems that we had with like people from different countries, and we sat down to solve each and every problem, right? Not taking them as an excuse, but like really sitting down to solve all of the problem. And that's why now it's become like very smooth for us to onboard new users. Like you throw 100 new users, and I'm confident that me and my team can serve them like really well.
I
That's
want to
the
see
chain.
the place you're sitting at next year, this time, hitting one MRR for Whittlesback.ai, man. I am,
Sure.
you
It's
know,
totally possible.
yeah, I am, just putting that gut for, of myself. I wanted to ask you a question. What is the pricing of Workchip?
Mhm.
How do you segregate it for the audience to know if they want to use Workchip?
I think I created two different category of pricing. One is for small businesses, starting at $12 per month if they pay annually, or $20 per month if they don't want to commit. So a very good discount if they are willing to commit for an annual subscription. That is also part of my strategy in pricing. But for small businesses, the pricing only varies from $12 and $30, right?
Oh,
And then comes the pricing for the enterprise, which is at which starts at $149, $249, and $299 as we speak, right?
oh,
So I only advertise the small business plan because it becomes easier for both category of business. One is the small businesses and the enterprise business itself, because they would not want to commit initially for a higher tier plan. So what they do is they go for the smaller tier plan, and then they eventually upgrade to a higher tier plan. Most of our customers have come like this way, that they found that they were using some of our competitors, they were paying a lot, but they said, you know what, they have a smaller tier plan, let's just start with the smaller tier plan, let's try, let's see how it works, and then they eventually move to the higher tier plan.
and I think there is a number of which is confined to the pricing we pay. What is the number of
Correct.
data we are going to get if I use a $149? I'm sorry.
It's the number of, yeah, for us it's the number of subscriber,
Right.
because that I feel is the true metric for their success. If
Right.
they have, let's say, 10,000 subscribers, that means they are potentially the number of customers that they are going to have. I mean, not exactly 10,000, but the more the subscriber, I mean, they might be getting it from the paid ads, from organic, wherever, right? But the capacity to spend more might increase as the number of subscribers is increasing, because of course they are doing WhatsApp marketing because they want to make money out of it, right? They are promoting something or the other with that. So that we kept as a metric for us. I think in your case, it should be the ad spend, the
Yeah.
amount of money that someone is spending on meta ads. Yeah.
A small question I missed. Uh, we were doing political campaigning through WhatsApp campaigning before. So
Uh-huh.
there were, compliance issues, security issues of not running political campaigns through WhatsApp. Is there,
Uh-huh.
if a political party is coming into you guys to run the campaign, what is the security and compliance check are you guys going to give them? Because there are 5 to 6 elections which are going to happen in India, and we ourselves are working with one of the party. And we are looking for WhatsApp APIs as well.
Got it. I think we have had a politician using our platform, but uh, I really don't have a deeper insight on how it works for politician, like the political parties that you mentioned, because our industry, like for us, the industries are so much spread
Yeah,
that every new business who's using our platform is coming from a different industry. So it is very difficult for me to like tell you the kind of limitation that Meta has. And as you know, the API, the limitation that is coming, it's not coming from us. it's coming from the Meta. We are only the partner. We are only I would say, the interface helping you onboard to Meta API as a business partner. But post that, it's going to be Meta compliances and stuff. So it's a good question to ask Meta.
Yeah, yeah.
How it works.
I know, I know, I know.
I
Because
wish if I had a control to to really comment on that, but we do not have a control. We're just the partners.
right, basically, generally, usually blocks your account, WhatsApp account, and you can't do it.
I
Right.
have seen. I do have seen plenty of industries getting banned. I don't keep a track of like which industry does get banned, but definitely I think casino is one of them.
Hmm.
If someone is into sports betting, casino, that category does get banned really fast.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you honestly, for our platform, I have every day I get to see 10 new industry as our paid customer. Like I'm not even talking about the customer count. I'm talking about the industry count because I've seen someone I've seen a business who sells golden coffin
Okay.
from South Africa. They're using our platform, and I was very surprised. Like, what kind of business category is this? Is there even a like a
So
business
he
model who?
works globally, the golden coffee.
No, he does it in South Africa. He sells golden coffins. Like, if you love your loved ones so much, you can, bury them in like golden coffin.
I know.
Very interesting.
Uh,
Very sub. I like every day I get a new business industry that like surprise me that can there be a business in this category as well?
Sounds interesting, man. And
Yeah.
it is a really great chat that I had with you, and it was very insightful of as a SaaS founder for myself. It really helped, and I think it will help our viewers as well. And thanks for your time, Anand, and giving us your valuable insights.
Likewise, it was a pleasure to be in your podcast. Have a
Okay.
good day, Abhishek.
Thank you, man. I'll see you soon, and I'll share you about us as well and keep you posted.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll see you, man. Thank you.